into your pet's eyes and just felt something? That warm, deep sense of connection? It's not your imagination. When you bond with your dog, your cat, or any animal you love, your brain is actually reacting in a very real biological way. Today, we're going to explore what really happens in the human brain when we feel the love of animal companionship, and why this bond can be so powerful, comforting, and healing. The relationship between humans and animals isn't new. It's ancient, going back 10,000s of years when humans first began living alongside wolves, horses, and other species. As neuroscientist Gregory Burns describes in How Dogs Love Us, dogs and humans co evolved in a way that allowed both species to tune into each other's emotions. That's why your dog somehow knows when you're sad and why their comfort feels so natural. Alan Beck, in his article The Biology of the Human Animal Bond, explained that this connection is built on biology as much as emotion. When humans and animals share affection, our bodies and brains respond, not just emotionally, but chemically. So when you pet your cat, cuddle your rabbit, or talk to your dog in that silly voice, there's a real physiological response happening inside your brain. Let's look at what's really going on up there. When you interact with an animal you love, your brain activates some of the same systems it uses for human attachment, like between a parent and child or two close partners. A 2023 paper by Blumenthal and Young called The Neurobiology of Love and Pair Bonding found that both humans and animals rely on three key chemicals for bonding. The first one is oxytocin, called the love hormone, which makes you feel safe, connected, and warm inside. The second one is dopamine, the feel good neurotransmitter that gives you a little hit of happiness when something feels rewarding. And the last one is vasopressin, which helps with long term trust and attachment. When you gaze at your pet, especially if they're looking back at you, your brain releases oxytocin. In fact, studies shows that both humans and dogs experience a mutual rise in oxytocin when they look at each other lovingly. It's like a feedback loop of affection. Your brain releases oxytocin so you feel close to your dog, and your dog's brain does the same so they feel close to you too, like we saw in the last video. At the same time, dopamine levels rise. That's your brain rewarding you for interacting with something that feels good, comforting, and safe. And the stress hormone, cortisol, that one goes down, which is why a few minutes of petting an animal can calm you after a rough day. In 2024, researchers Liu, Lin, and Lin explored how companion animals affect the human brain. They found that spending time with pets lowers activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain that reacts to fear and stress, and increases activity in regions that handle emotion regulation and reward. Think about it this way: when you come home after a stressful day, your heart might be racing and your mind buzzing with anxiety. Then, you see your dog wagging his tail at the door, or your cat stretching and meowing softly. That instant wave of relief you feel, that's your brain shifting gears, turning off the stress response and activating the bonding and relaxation system instead. Your breathing slows, your muscles relax, your brain releases oxytocin and dopamine. It's not just cute, it's a complete biological reset. Humans are wired to seek connection. From an evolutionary standpoint, feeling love and attachment helps us survive. It makes us care for others and build communities. So when we bond with animals, our brains don't necessarily distinguish between species. The neural pathways for attachment, the same ones used for human relationships, can activate for our pets too. In the words of Ruth Feldman, a neuroscientist who studies human attachment, the biology of bonding relies on a core network of oxytocin, dopamine, and limbic circuits that are conserved across species. That means the reason your cat's purr comforts you or your dog's snuggle feels emotionally rich is because your brain is treating it as real love, not metaphorical love, neurochemical love. So, what's the result of all this brain chemistry? A lot of good things, actually. Research shows that pet ownership is linked to lower stress, lower blood pressure, and improved mood. It even seems to help with recovery in people who are ill or lonely. Animal companionship has also been shown to help with neurological and psychological conditions. For example, animal assisted therapy can improve social interaction and emotional stability in patients with depression, autism, and even dementia. It's like your pet is not only giving you love, but also helping your brain function in a calmer, healthier rhythm. Let's imagine a simple example. You're sitting at home after a long day. You're scrolling on your phone, feeling drained. Then your cat jumps up and curls into your lap. Without even realizing it, your breathing slows, your shoulder drop, and your mood lifts. That's oxytocin and dopamine at work. Your brain is saying, this is safe, this is good, stay here. The same happens when your dog nudges your hand for a pat, or when your hamster climbs onto your palm. These small interactions light up ancient circuits in your brain designed for comfort, care, and connection. So, yes, when we say we love our pets, it's not just a figure of speech. It's chemistry, circuitry, and emotion working together to make us feel joy, peace, and belonging. Our brains are built to love, and animals somehow found a way to fit perfectly into that system. So the next time your dog curls beside you or your cat looks up with sleepy eyes, remember your brain is lighting up with the same chemistry that makes love possible. And that truly is the science of companionship.